Hi, I'm Heather Moore, and this is the Cable News Roundup for September 2nd. I'll start with Fox News and the O'Reilly factor. He talks about the Iran nuclear deal, which is expected to pass. Dick and Liz Cheney are guests to talk about their new book and says that the country is more vulnerable now because we aren't as militarily aggressive as we were under the Bush administration. He talks to Jorge Ramos. O'Reilly supports being very tough on illegal immigration. Ramos does not believe mandatory minimum sentencing or a $20 million wall will solve the problem of illegal immigration. O'Reilly says Ramos is more of a news commentator than an anchor. On the Kelly File, they talk about the Black Lives Matter movement. They compare the movement to the Tea Party, and an African-American Marine is on to criticize the Black Lives Matter movement, particularly because there has been an increase of violence against police officers across the country. And they talk about why people support Ben Carson. On Hannity, they have a radio host on to say that the Justice Department will likely cover up any scandalous security briefs that they find in Hillary Clinton's server. Carly Fiorina is a guest to talk about her role in the next presidential debate, and Scott Walker is on to talk about his presidential platform and the recent increase in violence against police officers. Switching over to MSNBC, I'll end with Chris Hayes. There's a segment about Al Sharpton and Donald Trump. Some people say the two are friends. Al Sharpton is a guest to say that he is not friends with Donald Trump. Hayes says the United States has the capacity to take in more Syrian refugees, and that presidential candidates should be asked more about it. He talks to a Baltimore police officer about the Black Lives Matter protests and how they may lead to an increase in crime. And Rand Paul and other presidential candidates are not doing so well. The Rachel Maddow show, she talks about Jeb Bush fundraising after being on Stephen Colbert's show, and Elizabeth Warren not answering questions directly about her running for the White House. The report that the Republican National, and then there's a report that the Republican National Convention chairman asked Trump to sign a loyalty pledge that he won't run as a third-party candidate. And she talks about President Obama's trip in Alaska, and she talks about Europe's struggle to accommodate the refugees coming in and how other countries like the United States need to do more to help the situation. The last word with Lawrence O'Donnell. The Clinton staffer who helped set up Hillary Clinton's email server will plead the fifth at trial. There are enough senators to support the Iran nuclear deal now, so it's going to pass. And the father of Allison Parker, the reporter who was shot dead on live TV last week, is trying to fight for tougher gun laws. And various Kentucky county clerks are refusing to issue gay marriage licenses based on their religious beliefs. So now you know.